What's going on, Pisces? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the month of June 2024. So in this reading, Pisces, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for the month of June. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming, and we're also going to get some advice for you from your angels and spirit guides and so much more regarding June 2024, Pisces. So before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you in advance, Pisces, for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading does happen to resonate with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that over here, Pisces. So without further ado, I'm going to pull the energy for you, and we'll see what's coming your way for the month of June 2024, Pisces. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Pisces. Sorry. Wow. Yeah. All right, Pisces. Really interesting stuff coming out. You know, the first thing I gotta say is, like, the truth always comes out. Truth always comes out, and there's definitely a truth that you're being hit with right now. It's gonna be really hard for you to handle or to work with on a physical level, but it is going to change your life. I get the sense, Pisces, that for a lot of you this has to do with your family, or for some of you this has to do with a hidden truth about someone around you. I feel like it's more so to do with that. For some of you, it's going to be your own truth, though. And the truth is going to come out, and it's going to lead to chaos at first, is what I feel in your life. So before we get into the tarot, let's go ahead and start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards. And these oracle cards contain some messages for you from the universe for June, for your life. So the first one is Odin, the Norse god Odin, psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. And so Odin is kind of like a wild type of figure that encourages us to look beyond what's happening in the physical world around you, the tangible evidence, and really tune into what's going on in the other dimensions that's bleeding into this dimension. And this card as well talks about, Pisces, how it's okay to know what's coming down the line in the future. You know what I mean? After all, you know, sometimes, like, if you knew everything that was going to happen in your life, maybe that would take some of the fun out of it. However, for this month, for June 2024, it is okay to know what's coming in the future. It's okay to trust, you know, that things are not changing in the physical world, perhaps in a certain way, but it will, and you know how it will. So you need to trust the downloads that you're getting. Odin also represents symbols. I just got burned by incense. Might get burned here. Okay, that's weird. But it represents omens and symbols appearing on your path. So certain master numbers or certain synchronicities through lyrics, etc. There's going to be a lot of omens here. And as I said that, there's an incense right here that I burned my finger on. So there could be an omen that's like a very hot, you know, take your hand away from the stove. You also have White Eagle Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. And, you know, this is definitely about ancestral trauma, you working through that. People like to focus on shadow work and their own psychology, but until you realize that you are living out the patterns of your ancestors, like you chose to incarnate into this body because of the potentials of your ancestors. So for those of you that don't like your family, you still have to view it about like, well, what is their talent? What gifts were passed on to me? But for many of you, this is going to be about some sort of truth coming out about your family. Okay, I just get that. Like, there's going to be the truth about your family. And so for some of you, this could be shifting into your soul family. For some of you, now for others of you, this is going to be a very big psychic insight, Pisces, that you're going to get about your own blood family. Okay, or your soul family, whoever your family is, the people around you. And it could be something that's quite painful, that could be quite difficult for people to integrate, once the truth comes out. Because, a lot of times things transform in this reality through things that are unspoken. If you're a Pisces in like a family and a truth comes to you, maybe you try to deny it, but then you realize, no, this is actually what's going on. You sitting with that truth is going to affect people around you. And maybe that's me just being a little bit over spiritual, because not all the time, people don't always know what's going on within you. But I do feel like for some of you, you have that powerful energy where you sitting with the truth, maybe not exactly knowing what to do with it, but working on it in any way that you can and putting yourself first as well with this. I do feel like there's a truth coming out here about your lineage or your family that is going to require you to somehow like put yourself first and maybe disturb people. I feel like there could be a truth that people don't agree with, or that people don't see, or that though. Okay, that's just what I get. And then you also have Sanat Kumata, light activation, shine your light, your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. All right, and so this is an energy of an extraterrestrial being, and it's really about being otherworldly and knowing that you are a divine being of love. And so this is about really taking the truth that you're getting this month, or whatever you have going on, and really not being afraid to shine. No matter how weird it looks to other people, no matter how weird it looks to your family, don't be afraid to use your psychic insight for good, to bring harmony and balance to the realm of thought, and the mental realm is really what I feel here. All right, so your opportunity, Pisces, for this month is the World. And the World is a major arcana card having to do with your soul, and it shows an ending. The World has to do with an ending, but it also is an upgraded ending. It's one of the best finality cards in the tarot. So it shows that you have an opportunity to receive a gift, and the World is also about opulence and abundance. So your opportunity could have to do something very strongly with making a lot of money. And maybe some of you think I'm crazy for this, but listen, there's a truth that is very painful for other people to deal with, or you. I feel like it has to do with your ancestral trauma for some of you. That if you can follow what the psychic insight is telling you, what light activation what do I have to do with this truth? I feel like it's something that's going to make other people or yourself very uncomfortable, but will lead to a completely new timeline for you. A timeline that seems to be full of emotional harmony and physical satisfaction as well. But it doesn't come without, it's not easy, potentially, is what I feel here. So your challenge is the Knight of Pentacles, which is about being very grounded and methodical movement. The Knight of Pentacles is all about a slow, balanced approach, which takes no shortcuts, right? It's a very reliant person who is not where they want to be fully in the physical world. They may be someone who's in their apprenticeship phase, and this could be you for some of you, not rushing the process, knowing that put one foot in front of the other. Don't get too, because there's going to be so much psychic insight and knowledge coming to you that's really going to freak you and other people out this month. But I feel like your challenge is to actually do something with that. You know what I mean? Because the same ocean that the psychotic person drowns in, the mystic swims in delight. You know what I mean? So be aware of that. There could also be something about something taking too long, though. The Knight of Pentacles is slow-moving energy, and because it's in your challenge, I feel like it could be challenging for you to make a change that is going to take a while to get get going physically. Or for some of you here, there's something about something that you have been going towards for a long time that is taking a really long time. Okay, but for some of you, there's something about not wanting to give up a path that you've already dedicated a lot of energy into. The Knight of Pentacles in your challenge could be, oh no, I must show up for this. I must show up for it. You know what I mean? But maybe you don't. Maybe there's some sort of long-term goal that you need to switch up. Now, I'm getting a little too all over the place, but here we go. Here's where it gets interesting. So your overall general energy is the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Cups, and also the the Eight of Pentacles. So the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles here. So the first thing here is about a truth. The Ace of Swords is about a new mental beginning. It's a beginning to your mind. It's new thoughts coming at you, or it can be a truth, a download coming at you. But because it's in reverse here, I feel like it's something where you don't even know what to do with it. I don't know anyone knows what to do with all this, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm serious, like, there's a truth that you don't know what to do with, other people don't know what to do with it. Especially if this is to do with your ancestor, your family. I mean, I feel like maybe you're the person who needs to bring order to the situation. And maybe I feel for some of you, there's a truth about your lineage, or there's a truth going on with your soul family or with your real family that they're not going to confront it. And they're going to stay stuck in negative vibrations of shame and guilt or something about that. Or fear, which is really the opposite of love, which is why I made the post that I did yesterday, because I'm living in fear. Hate is not the opposite of love. Fear is the opposite of love. I was living in fear. I had to cut that out no matter what happens from here. And so for you, it's the same. I feel like there are people living in fear of a truth, or you're in fear of a truth that you're getting, but the truth will set you free even if it will piss you off first. And I feel like there's some sort of order that you may need to bring to a situation around you. You also have the Nine of Cups, which is about synchronicity, and it's the card of magic manifestation. It's a person who is very much satisfied on their own, whole and complete unto themselves. And then you also have the Eight of Pentacles, which is all about productivity and hard work. You know, productivity, just showing up as the eighth wonder of the world. It moves mountains. Consistency, persistence, the idea. So you may need to persistently be there with yourself as you experience synchronicities. And I do feel that there's an experience with this overall general energy, Pisces, of there being a lot of synchronicity that you're going to be working with. It's almost like you're navigating a matrix of downloads that are coming to you, and you may be quick to run away from it, but there's still a few pieces that need to come to you. You know what I mean? And the Knight of Pentacles in your challenge here may be that I feel like there are a series of revelations that are going to be happening to you this month that will make you unable to ignore this Ace of Swords upright. So it's either a new mental beginning, you completely resetting your mind, you know, going back to the basics, maybe just clearing out the mind, you know, the synchronicities are telling you to do that. But for others of you, it's going to be more something, it's not about getting to like the Zen where there are no thoughts. It's actually about following the train that it's like a beautiful mosaic puzzle piece that's like appearing before you this month. And man, I mean, when it comes to what you don't see coming, I mean, you have the Tower, you have the Lovers, and you have the Emperor. So I feel like for some of you, this is going to be your own love life. For some of you, this is Pisces. This is going to be a major shock about who your soulmate is, or this could be a major shock about an existing person that you've been with, that you've been committed to. Now, for many of you that I sense as well, that Pisces, that this is not even about you. It could have to do with people in your family or your soul family. But for many of you, this is good, and it could even be your immediate family. It could be like there's some sort of download coming to you, shock about some sort of spiritual relationship, the Emperor here. And for some of you, this could have to do with what the truth is about. You know, there's some sort of major shock here when it comes to the idea of making choices in love and the freedom of choice. And I feel like whether it's you or someone, like you've been dealing with like deterministic consciousness of like everything is set in stone, there's nothing we can do about it. No, you have free will. The Lover's card is about the choice to love, the choice of freedom, the choice to allow other people to think for themselves. And for those of you dealing with this strange family thing, Pisces, okay, I feel like this is you like coming in being like, it's okay. It's fine. Whatever you got going on, don't beat yourself up over. I feel like you're going to be, I just feel like you're going to be the voice for that for some of you, for other people. Like, I feel like you're going to be saying it's okay. Like, people may be denying a truth about what they have going on, and you're like, I see what you got going on. It's okay. And if you can help them bring acceptance to it, you'll help them feel empowered. Now, for others of you, though, this is definitely about you. For others of you, this is going to be a shocking experience in your love life. Okay, and for the Pisces ladies out there, I mean, there could be, it's intense, right? The Emperor is the king, right? So, I mean, man. All right, so now let's go to your advice. Your advice is the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Strength card in your advice here. So that's a bit of a mixed up, jumbled bag of advice here, Pisces. You know, the Four of Swords and the Strength card both indicate a sense of calm and like moving through a difficult situation with grace, balancing the higher self with the animalistic physical self. And that's definitely to do with the psychic insight about your ancestry or about your family or your soul family. There's definitely it's almost like there's such lack. This is what the advice is for you. The Five of Pentacles is someone who is not doing so well in the physical world. It has to do with people that are being blinded by ideas of how they should be living. Oh, this should be my destiny, but it's not. Or like it's something about extreme lack and change happening in the physical world. And so with this being your advice here, Pisces, I feel like you need to remain calm through the chaos. There could be a very disturbing, some of you might feel like this is all disturbing. You know what I mean? That you have to find out something disturbing. And it could have to do with your love life as well. You know, maybe this isn't about other people. But no matter what, there's definitely going to be some healing here. And to know that there's a balance that needs to occur. I know this sounds a little bit vague, but it's what I'm getting. And I trust you with you. So let's clarify this reading, right? So let's clarify the Ace of Swords in reverse. Why is the Ace of Swords in reverse in your overall general energy? The Knight of Swords. The Two of Swords, yeah. The Eight of Wands, the Tower, and the Ten of Swords. Wow. So this is a very fast insight or download or truth that's going to be revealed to you in the beginning of June. There's a very powerful truth being revealed to you in the beginning of June. That's going to be very fast. And either you or other people around you are not going to want to look at it. The Two of Swords is all about being in denial. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. I feel like for many of you, this is people around you relating to a truth that you're uncovering. That they don't want to look at, even though you know it's true about them. But for many of you, this is going to be a truth about yourself that's happening so fast that you're like, this couldn't possibly be true. Or it's going to be about a truth that you're observing that you're like, this can't possibly be true. And then you have the Eight of Swords, the Tower, and the Ten of Swords. So something is blowing up and ending in your life. I feel like this is about you can't ignore this anymore. And maybe it's something that, for some of you, I feel like this truth is something that you've been struggling with for a long time. You know what I mean? But for others of you, it's going to be something that you never even realized that just comes to you in the beginning of June. Right? It may lead to your relationships going out of whack, especially with your family for some reason, or with your soul family. I don't know. That like the Ace of Swords in reverse, clarify the Tower and the Ten of Swords. It's like truth leading to endings, right? So let's clarify why the World is your opportunity. The World also has to do with abundance. And abundance comes to you when you can get what you want. Like money and abundance follows people who are able to get what they want. But in order to get what you want, you have to admit to what the truth of what you want is. Now, that's not for all of you, but I just had to say that. Let's see why the world is your opportunity. Oh my God. I'm sorry. The world and your opportunity is clarified by the 9 of Wands in reverse and also the Empress in reverse. Well, for some of you, this is going to be about abundance issues and unfinished business. It's also interesting that you have the Lovers and the Emperor and the Tower here in your opportunity. So there could be something here about a specific love situation, a partnership that's opening up for you. It could be a past life relationship. Okay, you could also be observing something with your own family or something with your soul family happening. But the Empress in reverse and the 9 of Wands in reverse here as your opportunity. I feel like, because the 9 of Wands has to do with someone who needs to still fight for something. But in reverse, the fear may be taking over. And the Empress in reverse has to do with, or the Empress has to do with fertility, abundance, right? She's the partner of the Emperor. And in reverse here, Pisces, I feel like there's some sort of, staying in an old cycle here with someone. This could even be your partner. This could be someone around you. Putting off abundance, putting off the truth here because someone is like wounded. And this could even be you not wanting to wound other people around you with the truth. You know what I mean? This could have to do with a marriage that you're observing or your own marriage with the Empress and the Emperor here. Some of it is past life stuff. But for some of you, Pisces, I need you to see this, dog. No one's going to see this but you, dog. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm sorry. Let's focus on you. Let's clarify why. Let's clarify what the Lovers is here in the centerpiece to your reading. The Tower is in this reading twice. It's in your overall general energy, and it's also in your what you don't see coming. So there's a blow up. You're going to be like, what is going on? The Tower is clarified by the Page of Swords. The Tower is clarified by the Page of Swords, the 9 of Cups, and also the Queen of Wands when it comes to what you don't see coming. So the first thing is definitely questioning. You know what I mean? I feel like you're questioning something. The Page of Swords is about getting more information. It's like the stalker here. So you could be really like trying to figure out, how do we bring balance to this chaos? Like, how do we bring peace to people around me? Because you also have the 9 of Cups here. It's also in your overall general energy. And then you have the Queen of Wands here, which is about passion and the fire. So with this Tower, it definitely has to do with something about authenticity and synchronicity and even sexual energy for some of you. There's definitely going to be a truth revealed to you about like your own authenticity and or sex life. Make it either one. Take it as it resonates. Never force anything, right? But for some of you, I do feel like there's going to be something about you getting information about like either your love life or some sort of couple that you're observing that is going to like freak you out. But then I feel like there's something about like bringing healing to the situation. So maybe if it's people around you in your own family or like whatever you're observing here, and even if it's your own situation that you have going on, for many of you it will be. Whatever's ending here, it's better that it's ended. Or whatever truth comes out, it's better that it is out. Better out than in. Would you rather throw up and feel better, even though there's messy? Oh, it's messy. Look, the autistic mystic threw up, everyone. It's messy. But guess what? It's better now. It's better now. You know what I mean? So, clean up the throw up. So let's clarify. Let's clarify what the Emperor is here. Or excuse me, let's clarify why. Yeah, no, the Emperor. Let's see. Why is the Emperor here in your what you don't see coming? The Emperor is clarified by the 7 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and also the Six of Cups here. Man, once again, this is either to do with confusion in your own love life here. This could have to do with a third-party situation, confusion around you and someone that you're in love with or that you have feelings for. For some of you, this is going to happen like in the beginning of June, by the way. This is not... for some of you, you've been struggling with it for a while. It's going to come back up to the surface. The Three of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, right? That's heartbreak and juggling. And then you have the Six of Cups having to do with the past, your home family, the ancestry, and the Ten of Pentacles having to do with long-term legacy in the physical world. So for some of you, I really feel like there is something disturbing about this whole thing. It's almost like, okay, let me tell you. This can either be beautiful or it can be gross. And I don't know what this is. I mean, but for you, I don't know what, I don't know what this is, but maybe like people find something, I don't know what it is, but they're like, I trust your own intuition, right? So, let's just, hold on, let me reset this. Okay, let's clarify why, the Five of Pentacles is here. What? Ten of Wands. It can't be true. No, I'm sorry. All right. The Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Wands, the Judgment card, and the Temperance card here when it comes to your advice. And remember that this reading is all about shining your light to heal your ancestral problems or your soul family's problems and psychic insight. And the Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Wands, the Judgment card, and the Temperance card. So I feel like the whole thing of being full of fear, shame, guilt, and being on the outside, like this is not supposed to be happening in the physical world. This is not, something around that. There's a burden being lifted, Spirit's advising you to lift a burden off your shoulders. Or to lift a burden off someone else's shoulders is what I'm getting as well for you, Pisces. Like, there's something about someone around you, or you are observing a situation, you're like, this is way too much to handle, like this is crazy. But the Judgment card right next to the Temperance card is to bring balance and harmony to this situation through your own discernment and your own insight. And I feel like whether it's a truth that you need to offer yourself to realize, like, whatever is going on, it's okay, or it's a truth that you need to offer to someone else. Like, there's something about it may take time to clean up the throw up, but what's going to be worse is if, like, the throw up is there, if, like, some sort of truth gets thrown up, and then you still choose to sweep it under the rug, I feel. It's just going to start smelling bad everywhere, And so, this is not going to be easy. A lot of you will be spending a lot of extra time alone this month, especially with the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles here being in your overall general energy, working through the synchronicities. What I get a lot as well with the Knight of Pentacles in your challenge is that a lot of you, and for perhaps maybe it's as simple as this, for a lot of you Pisces, you're going to be making a lot of spiritual progress that may be unrecognized by other people or yourself. You may be making the most progress that you've ever made in your life in June 2024, but maybe your family doesn't see it that way. Maybe you don't see it that way. But you need to take time out for yourself. Give yourself at least 15 minutes every day by yourself, emptying the mind, allowing the synchronicities to come through out in nature. That is your progress. And I'm not saying don't do anything physically, but it's almost like... So, let's clarify why the Strength card is here. It's also to do with Leo energy, Sagittarius energy, like being fiery energy. Why is the Strength card here? Two of Cups, Hermit. Hold on. We have the Two of Cups. Why is the Strength card here? there's obviously a lot going on here, right? The Strength card is, I wasn't going to take these, but like sometimes when a bunch of cards jump out and I don't take it and another pile jumps out, I'm like, all right. So the Strength card is clarified in your advice for June by the Two of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Sun, the Death card, the Hierophant, the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Emperor here. And I know that's a lot to take in, but there's obviously something to do with clarity that you're getting through downloads or insight or just basic observations about your own love life or someone's around you, that I feel like it's going to lead to a great outcome. Like, here's the thing. Whatever chaos that you're going through, Pisces, right now, whatever family pattern that you're witnessing around you, that you're observing, it's like you need to look deeper into this. You do. There's something about it's all going to actually work out in the end. You're going to be okay. And whoever this, it's going to be okay. The Wheel of Fortune has to do with destiny and a big opportunity. It's like the jackpot. The Emperor is also here in what you don't see coming. And so this has to do with maybe commitment here as well. Like the Hierophant here. I feel like there's a situation that's like, it's almost like going to, I don't know. I feel like you're very, what you're doing this month spiritually, Pisces, listen to me. What you're doing spiritually this month is so important. Whatever that means for it. I'm sorry. As I said that, I don't even know how it moved. The Sage rolled over the Odin card, over the White Eagle Ancestor card, onto the Tower. As I said, what you're spiritually doing is important this month. It rolled onto it. So sage the hell out of this. And meet me in New Jerusalem. With that being said, I'm going to conclude this reading.